Hey, and welcome back to JBC English Learning Academy. My name is Laura, and I'm here to guide you on your journey to clear, confident, and natural English. If you truly love Jesus, like the video, subscribe to the channel, keep watching the video believing in Jesus, you will learn something good, and comment to let us know what you are watching. Your support truly helps this channel grow. Alright, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin today's session. Now, let me ask you something simple. Have you ever stood very still, doing nothing, but inside your mind, everything was moving? Your thoughts were running. Your heart felt unsure. You knew a decision was coming, but you were not ready yet. That quiet moment before a choice is where our story begins today. This is not a loud story. It is not fast. It is a human story. A story about how we decide, why we decide, and what happens inside us when we say yes or no. Imagine this scene. It is early morning. The world is calm. The light is soft. You are sitting by a window with a warm drink in your hands. Outside, people are walking to work. Cars move slowly. Life looks normal. But inside you, there is a question. A small one, maybe. Or a big one. Should I change my job? Should I speak up? Should I stay or should I go? This moment feels simple, but it is powerful. Because every life is shaped not by one big decision, but by many small ones, made again and again. Most people think decision-making is logical. They think it is about facts, numbers, and clear thinking. But the truth is different. Decisions are emotional. They are personal. They are shaped by fear, hope, memory, and even things we do not notice. Today, in this long listening journey, we will explore the psychology of decision-making. Not like a textbook, not with hard words, but like a story. A slow walk through the human mind. Let me tell you about someone. We will call her Anna. Anna is not special. That is why she is important. She is like many of us. She is in her early 30s. She works in an office. She is kind, careful, and often unsure. On the outside, her life looks stable. But inside, she feels stuck. Every morning, she wakes up with the same feeling. Not sadness. Not anger. Just a quiet question. Is this really my life? One day, Anna gets an email. It is short. A company from another city offers her a new job. Better pay. New people. A fresh start. The email ends with one sentence. Please let us know your decision by Friday. Friday. Just one word, but it changes everything. Suddenly, Anna's world feels heavy. Her mind begins to work. But not in a straight line. It jumps. It worries. It remembers. She thinks about her current job. It is safe. She knows the people. She knows the work. She thinks about the new job. It is exciting but unknown. She feels fear. She feels hope. She feels guilt. What if she fails? What if she regrets staying? Her brain is busy, but she feels tired. This is the first lesson of decision-making. Too many thoughts do not bring clarity. They often bring confusion. That night, Anna talks to her friend. Her friend says, just follow your heart. Another friend says, think carefully. Be realistic. Her parents say, safety is important. Each voice pulls her in a different direction. This is another truth. Decisions are rarely made alone. Other people live inside our choices, even when they are not there. Anna goes to bed, but she cannot sleep. Her mind plays the future like a movie. One future shows success, happiness, growth. Another future shows failure, loneliness, regret. Her brain cannot tell the difference between real danger and imagined danger. Her body reacts the same way. Her heart beats faster. Her stomach feels tight. This is not logic. This is biology. Our brains are old. They want to protect us. Change feels like risk. Risk feels like danger. The next day, Anna tries to make a list. Pros and cons, good and bad. It looks clear on paper. The new job has more pros. But still, she feels unsure. Why? Because decisions are not made on paper. They are made in feeling. A small fear can be stronger than many good reasons. This is called loss fear. We fear losing what we have more than we desire what we could gain. Anna remembers a time in the past. Years ago, she made a big change. It did not end well. She felt embarrassed. She felt small. That memory is quiet but powerful. It whispers to her now. Be careful. This is how memory shapes decisions. The past is never really past. It lives in the present, guiding us, sometimes helping us, sometimes holding us back. Friday comes closer. Anna feels pressure. When time is short, decisions feel heavier. Pressure does not make us smarter. It makes us simpler. Under stress, our brain looks for comfort. It wants the known. It wants the familiar. This is why many people choose not to change, even when change could help them grow. On Thursday evening, Anna goes for a walk. She leaves her phone at home. The city feels different when you walk without noise. She breathes slowly. Her thoughts slow down. This is important. When the mind is calm, we can hear our deeper voice. Not fear. Not noise. But truth. She asks herself a different question. Not what if I fail, but what will I learn? Not what do others expect, but what do I want to become? This small change in question changes everything. Decisions are shaped by the questions we ask. Better questions lead to better choices. Anna realizes something simple, but powerful. There is no perfect decision. Every choice includes loss. Staying means losing growth. Leaving means losing comfort. Life is not about avoiding loss. It is about choosing which loss we can live with. This realization does not remove fear, but it gives it meaning. Friday morning arrives. Anna sits at her desk. The email is open. Her finger is on the keyboard. She feels fear. She feels excitement. She feels alive. And in that moment, she understands something about herself. She understands that not deciding is also a decision. Silence is a choice. Waiting is a choice. And those choices shape life just as much as action. She takes a breath. Slowly. Deeply. She types her answer. We will not say what she chose. Because the lesson is not about her decision. It is about the process. The human process of choosing in an uncertain world. As we end this first part of our journey, take a moment. Think about your own life. Think about a decision you are facing now or one you faced before. Notice how it felt. Notice the fear, the hope, the voices. Decision-making is not about being right. It is about being aware. Have you ever made a decision very fast and only later asked yourself, why did I do that? You did not think deeply. You did not plan carefully. You just acted. And somehow, the decision felt natural, almost automatic. This is not a mistake. This is how the human mind often works. In this part of our story, we will explore the invisible shortcuts of the mind. The quiet mental paths that guide us without asking permission. Let us return to Anna for a moment. After she sent the email, she felt something strange. Relief. Not because the decision was perfect, but because the waiting was over. The mind does not like open loops. It does not like unfinished questions. Uncertainty feels heavy. Closure feels light. This is why we often choose quickly, even when quick choices are not always the best ones. A few days later, Anna is in a cafe. She watches people order drinks. Some people take a long time. Others decide in seconds. The menu is large. Many choices. Yet most people order the same thing they always do. This simple scene shows us something important. The brain loves habits. Habits save energy. Thinking deeply uses effort. The brain prefers to rest. These mental shortcuts are called patterns. They help us survive. Imagine if you had to think deeply about every small choice. What to wear, what to eat, when to cross the street. You would feel exhausted. So the brain learns from the past and creates fast rules. These rules are useful, but they are not always accurate. One common shortcut is familiarity. We like what we know. We trust what feels familiar. When Anna thought about her old job, it felt safe, even if it did not make her happy. When she thought about the new job, it felt risky, even if it offered growth. Familiar does not mean better. It only means known. But the brain often confuses the two. Another shortcut is social proof. We look at what others do and follow them. If many people choose something, it feels correct. In Anna's office, most people stayed for years. Very few left. This made staying feel normal. Leaving felt strange. Not wrong, but strange. Humans are social. We fear being different. This fear often shapes our decisions quietly. Think about a time when you followed a group, even when you were unsure. Maybe you agreed with an opinion because everyone else did. Maybe you bought something because it was popular. These choices do not feel forced. They feel natural. That is why they are powerful. The brain also loves simple stories. It wants clear reasons. When things are complex, the mind creates easy explanations. Anna told herself, "I am not ready yet." That sentence felt calm. But what did it really mean? Often, simple stories hide deeper fears. Fear of failure. Fear of change. Fear of being judged. Another powerful shortcut is emotion. When we feel good, we say yes more easily. When we feel tired or stressed, we say no more often. This means our decisions change with our mood. Imagine making an important choice late at night when your energy is low. It may feel very different in the morning. The decision is the same. You are the one who changed. Anna noticed this in herself. On days when she felt confident, the new job felt exciting. On days when she felt tired, it felt dangerous. The situation did not change. Only her inner state did. This is a key lesson. Before judging a decision, we must notice our emotional condition. There is also the shortcut of recent memory. What happened last feels more important than what happened before. If Anna had a bad day at work, leaving felt urgent. If she had a good day, staying felt reasonable. The brain gives more weight to recent feelings, even if they are temporary. These shortcuts are not enemies. They help us move through life. But problems arise when we believe they are pure truth, when we do not question them. Awareness is not about removing shortcuts. It is about seeing them. One evening, Anna writes in a notebook. She writes her thoughts without judging them. She notices patterns. She sees how often fear speaks like logic, how often comfort speaks like wisdom. Writing slows the mind. It brings hidden things to the surface. She writes one sentence and stops. "I am afraid of choosing wrong." When she reads it, she feels lighter. Naming fear gives it shape. When fear has a shape, it is less powerful. This is why reflection matters in decision-making. Many people believe strong people are never unsure. But the truth is different. Strong people notice their uncertainty and move forward anyway. They understand that clarity often comes after action, not before it. As listeners, as learners of English, notice how this story flows slowly. The words are simple. The ideas are deep. This is how language and thought grow together. Decision-making is not a single moment. It is a journey through the mind. As we end this section, ask yourself gently, what shortcuts guide your choices? Familiarity? Fear? Other people's opinions? Mood? There is no judgment here, only awareness. Fear is a strange companion. It does not shout all the time. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides behind logic. Sometimes it pretends to protect us. In this part of our story, we will slow down and walk with fear. Not to fight it, not to escape it, but to understand it. After Anna made her decision, fear did not disappear. This surprised her. She thought choosing would bring peace. Instead, fear changed shape. It became questions. What if this was a mistake? What if I am not good enough? What if I lose everything I worked for? Fear often arrives after a decision, not before. This is important to understand. Fear is not a warning sign. It is a response to uncertainty. The human brain is very good at imagining danger. Long ago, this helped us survive. If you heard a sound in the dark, it was safer to assume danger. Today, the dangers are different. But the brain reacts the same way. A new job, a new relationship, a new path in life all feel like stepping into the unknown. The brain does not like the unknown. It prefers the familiar, even if the familiar is uncomfortable. Anna noticed how fear spoke to her. It used strong language. You will fail. You are not ready. Others are better than you. Fear sounds confident. It sounds serious. But fear is not wise. It is only loud. Wisdom speaks more softly. One morning, Anna feels fear in her body. Her chest feels tight. Her hands are cold. Her breath is shallow. This is not imagination. This is the nervous system reacting. The body prepares for danger, even when the danger is only a thought. This is why fear feels so real. It is real in the body. Many people try to remove fear before acting. They wait to feel confident. But confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is the decision to move forward with fear present. Fear often leaves after action, not before it. Anna remembers something her grandmother once said. Courage is quiet. At the time, she did not understand. Now she does. Courage is not a loud feeling. It is a small step taken while the heart is shaking. Fear also grows when we imagine the future too far ahead. Anna imagined failing in 6 months. She imagined being lonely in a new city. She imagined disappointment. All these images lived in her mind, not in reality. The future does not exist yet. But the brain treats imagination like truth. So Anna tries something new. She brings fear back to the present moment. She asks, what is happening right now? Right now, she is safe. Right now, she has options. Right now, she can learn. This grounding reduces fear. The present is often kinder than the future we imagine. Another important truth appears. Fear does not mean danger. Fear means importance. We fear what matters. If the decision did not matter, fear would be small. This changes how Anna sees her fear. It is not an enemy. It is a sign that the choice matters to her. In English learning, fear often appears too. Fear of speaking. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of sounding simple. But mistakes are not failure. They are movement. Silence is not safety. It is stillness. Growth requires sound, action, and risk. Anna practices something simple. When fear speaks, she listens, but she does not obey. She thanks fear for trying to protect her, then she chooses her next step anyway. This creates space between feeling and action. That space is freedom. As days pass, fear slowly softens. Not because everything is perfect, but because Anna is moving. Movement calms fear. Stagnation feeds it. The mind learns through experience, not through thinking alone. As we end this section, reflect quietly. What fears guide your decisions? Are they protecting you or limiting you? Can you walk with them instead of running away? There comes a moment in every long decision when the noise becomes too loud. Too many opinions. Too many fears. Too many possible futures. In that moment, the mind feels tired. This is when something deeper must speak. Not fear. Not habit. But values. In this part of our story, we explore how what truly matters helps guide our choices. After the first weeks of uncertainty, Anna feels overwhelmed. She has information. She has advice. She has feelings. But she still feels unsure. One evening, she turns off the lights and sits in silence. No phone. No music. Just quiet. Silence is uncomfortable at first. But slowly, something honest appears. She asks herself a simple question. What kind of person do I want to become? Not what job she wants. Not where she wants to live. But who she wants to be. This question feels different. It does not rush her. It opens her. She remembers moments in her life when she felt alive. When she was learning something new. When she was helping others. When she felt proud of her effort, not just the result. These moments share something common. Growth. Contribution. Courage. These are values. Values are not goals. Goals can change. Values are directions. They do not tell us where we will end, but they tell us how we want to walk. Anna realizes that staying in her old job supports comfort, but not growth. The new job supports growth, but not comfort. Neither choice is wrong, but only one aligns with her deeper values. This alignment brings clarity, not certainty, but calm. Many people choose based on fear or reward. Money, approval, safety. These are understandable. But when decisions are not connected to values, regret grows quietly over time. Values also act as anchors during difficulty. When things become hard, values remind us why we started. Anna knows the new job will be challenging. But challenge connected to meaning feels different from struggle without purpose. In English learning, values matter too. If your goal is only to pass a test, motivation fades. If your value is communication, connection, and expression, practice becomes meaningful. You do not learn English to be perfect. You learn to be understood. Anna writes her values in simple words. Learn. Grow. Be honest. Help others. When she feels unsure, she returns to these words. They do not answer every question, but they guide her steps. She also realizes something important. Values require sacrifice. Choosing growth means sacrificing comfort. Choosing honesty means risking conflict. Choosing kindness means sometimes being misunderstood. Values are not easy. That is why they matter. One morning, Anna feels peace. Not because fear is gone. Not because the path is clear. But because the direction feels right. This is the quiet confidence that comes from alignment. As listeners, pause and reflect. What matters to you? Not what others expect. Not what feels safe. But what feels true. Regret is one of the strongest emotions in decision-making. It looks backward. It asks, what if? It imagines a different life, a different path, a different self. Many people fear regret more than failure. They choose safety, not because it feels right, but because they want to avoid the pain of wishing they had acted differently. Anna thinks about regret often. She imagines herself years later, looking back at this moment. She asks herself, which choice will I regret more? This question feels heavy. But slowly, she learns to see regret in a new way. There are two kinds of regret. One comes from action. The other comes from inaction. The regret of action says, I tried, and it did not work. The regret of inaction says, I never tried. Studies and stories both show the same pattern. Over time, people regret inaction more than action. The pain of failure fades. The pain of wondering stays. Anna remembers times when she did not speak up, when she did not try. Those memories still feel sharp. The moments when she tried and failed feel softer now. They taught her something. They shaped her. Regret is not a sign of a bad decision. It is a sign of caring. It shows that the choice mattered. The problem is not regret itself. The problem is how we respond to it. Many people use regret as punishment. They repeat mistakes in their mind. They judge their past self with today's knowledge. This is unfair. Past decisions were made with limited information, limited energy, and real emotions. Kindness toward the past is wisdom. Anna learns a powerful idea. I can regret the outcome without regretting the decision. If the decision was made with honesty, values, and awareness, then it was a good decision, even if the result was difficult. This idea brings freedom. It shifts focus from control to integrity. We cannot control outcomes. We can only control how we choose. In language learning, regret often sounds like this. I should have started earlier. I should be better by now. These thoughts steal energy. The only useful regret is the one that pushes us forward now. Anna practices imagining regret differently. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" she asks, "What if I look back and wish I had been braver?" This question does not remove fear, but it adds meaning. She also accepts that every choice closes doors. This is part of being human. Life is not about having every option. It is about choosing one path fully. As this section ends, reflect quietly. What regrets guide your choices? Are they teaching you or controlling you? Some decisions feel urgent. Others take time. In this part of our journey, we explore the role of time in decision-making. Not rushing, not avoiding, but allowing space for understanding to grow. After the excitement and fear of her decision, Anna enters a quieter phase. The big emotions soften. Daily life continues. This is when real understanding begins. Not during the storm, but after it. Time gives distance. Distance brings perspective. What once felt overwhelming now feels manageable. This does not mean the decision was easy. It means Anna is learning to trust herself. Self-trust is built through experience. Each small decision, each moment of honesty, strengthens it. When we doubt ourselves constantly, every choice feels heavy. When we trust ourselves, choices feel lighter, even when they are hard. Anna notices something important. The more she listens to herself, the clearer her inner voice becomes. This voice is not loud. It does not rush. It feels steady, calm. This is intuition, not magic, but accumulated experience speaking quietly. Many people confuse intuition with impulse. Impulse is fast and emotional. Intuition is calm and grounded. It does not push. It invites. Time also teaches patience. Not every answer comes immediately. Some decisions need to rest. The mind needs time to process. Silence is not emptiness. It is preparation. In English learning, patience is essential. Fluency does not come in a moment. It grows through daily listening, speaking, and reflection. Trust builds slowly, like a story unfolding. Anna learns to separate urgency from importance. Urgency shouts. Importance whispers. Listening takes time. As this section closes, reflect. Where can you give yourself more time? Where can you trust yourself more deeply? In the final section, we will bring everything together. We will reflect on the full journey of decision-making and how awareness, fear, values, regret, and trust shape a meaningful life. Stay with me for the final part. Every story about decision-making is really a story about becoming. Not becoming perfect, not becoming fearless, but becoming aware. In this final part of our journey, we step back and look at the whole path, not as separate moments, but as one long movement toward understanding ourselves. Anna's life does not suddenly become easy. The new job brings challenges. There are days of doubt, days of learning, days of quiet pride. But something inside her has changed. She no longer asks only, "What should I do?" She asks, "Who am I becoming through this choice?" This is the deepest truth of decision-making. Decisions do not just change our situation. They shape our identity. Each choice is a vote for the person we are becoming. Anna notices she listens more carefully now. To others. To herself. She pauses before reacting. She asks better questions. This awareness did not come from one decision. It came from facing uncertainty with honesty again and again. She also learns that mistakes are not enemies. They're teachers. When something goes wrong, she reflects instead of blaming. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. In English learning, this is the same. Fluency is not only about words. It is about confidence, rhythm, and trust in your voice. Each time you speak, even imperfectly, you become a speaker. Anna understands now that life will always offer choices. Small ones, big ones, clear ones, confusing ones. The goal is not to choose without fear. The goal is to choose with awareness. She no longer waits for perfect clarity. She moves with enough clarity. She accepts uncertainty as part of being alive. As this story ends, take a moment. Breathe. Reflect. Think about the decisions ahead of you. Remember this. You are not just choosing outcomes. You are choosing who you become. Thank you for listening to this long journey with JBC English Learning Academy. Keep listening. Keep reflecting. Keep choosing with courage and kindness.